In this video, I'm going to talk about how to output a triangle of stars in C. So the triangle of stars in C looks like this. We're going to have 1 star on the first line, 2 stars on the next line, 3 stars on the next line, 4 stars on the next line, all the way up to 10 stars on the last line. And what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 loops. We're going to have an outer loop, and the outer loop is going to be responsible for outputting each line. It's going to output each of the 10 lines. The inner loop is going to be responsible for outputting the stars on each line. So we'll actually write it with 2 loops. And this is a common sort of programming question to get in an introductory programming course. That's kind of why we're covering this here. So I'm going to say for int I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 10, I++. And that's my outer loop. And this is what's going to produce my 10 lines here. So I've got I starting at 1, going up until and including 10, and incrementing it by 1 each time. So this is going to actually output this loop body here. It's going to output this loop body here 10 times because I is going to go from 1 to 10, incrementing by 1 each time. And what we'll do is this outer loop is going to always printf a new line. So it's always going to printf a new line, and that's what's actually going to have each line of stars be produced on a new line because we're outputting this new line each time here. And then we'll have an inner loop, and the inner loop is going to be responsible for outputting the number of stars we need on each line. So that's why I'm going to say here, for int j is equal to, and I'll say 1 to start, and then I'll say j is less than or equal to I, and then j++. So what I've got here is I've got an inner loop that's going to start at 1, and it's going to go up until and include whatever I is. So the first time through this outer loop here, when I is 1, j is going to go up until and including 1, right? And we'll output 1 star. So we can output 1 star here. We'll say printf star. But the next time through this outer loop, so the next time through the outer loop, what's going to happen is now I has been incremented, so I is going to be 2 now. So the next time through this loop body here, this outer loop body here, when this inner loop runs, at that point, I is going to be 2, right? So we're going to have j is equal to 1, and we're going to go up until j is less than or equal to 2, incrementing by 1 each time. So what's going to happen is this loop body here is going to run twice, and we're going to print out 2 stars. And that's what we want for our second line. And then on and on like that, right? Because the next time through this outer loop body, I is going to be now 3, right? And then here, we're going to go from j is being 1 all the way up to j is less than or equal to 3, incrementing by 1 each time. And we're going to print out 3 stars because we're going to go j1, j2, j3. We're going to print out 3 stars, right? So we can save this here, and we'll do a compilation, and we'll check to see if we've got it right here. So we compile it over here, and we run it, and we get the expected triangle there. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers, including courses to help you develop C programming projects.